In the moon-drenched rooms of Innistrad, one name instills fear in the hearts of many: Edgar Markov. This immortal patriarch is not just the progenitor of the Markov bloodline, but also the first of the vampiric kin, a symbol of terrifying power and ruthless cunning. In the game of Magic the Gathering, Edgar Markov takes his rightful place as a formidable commander. He stands alone, a force to be reckoned with, a creature of the night, ready to descend upon the battlefield and sate his insatiable hunger. As a 4/4 vampire with first strike and haste for just 6 mana, he is already a daunting sight, but his true power lies in his ability to swell the ranks of your forces. Every time you cast another vampire spell, Edgar Markov creates a 1/1 black vampire creature token, an ever-growing brood of bloodthirsty minions ready to do your bidding. By wielding this deck, you channel the essence of Edgar Markov, commanding the shadows, commanding the night, commanding the power of the entire bloodline. It's time to wake from the coffin, spread your dark wings, and fly into the night sky. The moon is full, the battlefield awaits, and the power of Edgar Markov is yours to your command. From the darkest corners of the Magic the Gathering universe, 3 artifacts of extraordinary power emerge: the Sword of Sinew and Steel, the Sword of Truth and Justice, and the Sword of Feast and Famine. Forged from potent magic, these 3 swords are the cornerstone of our Edgar Markov commander deck, imbuing it with unmatched versatility and strength. The Sword of Sinew and Steel, a manifestation of destruction and endurance, can obliterate artifacts and planeswalkers, leaving your opponent's defenses shattered. It's not merely a tool of devastation, it provides a protective shell to your creatures, making them impervious to black and red spells, the colors representing chaotic power and deathly finality. Next in our arsenal, the Sword of Truth and Justice, an embodiment of balance and retribution. This sword enables us to put 1/1 counters on our creatures and proliferate, bolstering our forces while manipulating various counters on the battlefield. Its protection from white and blue shields your forces from order and knowledge, often tools of control and manipulation, an MTG. Finally, the Sword of Feast and Famine, a symbol of life's incessant cycle, forces opponents to discard cards while untapping your lands, crucial swing and resources management. It guards your creatures against black and green spells, the very essence of death, decay, and unchecked growth. These 3 swords wielded by Edgar Markov's relentless vampires make your army not just a terrifying force of the night, but an embodiment of the game's fundamental aspects: destruction, balance, and cycle of life and death. Each swing with these swords brings you closer to victory. Each attack step forward in your march towards total domination. The battlefield is no longer a game, it's your kingdom, and you, with Edgar Markov and the 3 swords, its undisputed ruler. Our Edgar Markov commander would be incomplete without these formidable creatures at the helm. Each of these 5 key cards plays a crucial role in our strategy, weaving a web of power that our opponents will find nearly impossible to escape. At the forefront is Edgar Markov himself. Here in a new incarnation is Edgar Charmed Groom. This card demonstrates Edgar's diplomatic side, charming his opponents, and then, when the time is right, transform it into a formidable vampire to join the battle. Next is Timothar, Baron of Bats, a master of the night who reigns over his bat minions. His ability to create bat tokens and drain opponents' life makes him a consistent source of damage and board presence, strengthening our position on the battlefield. Felisa, Fang of Silverquill, brings a unique advantage to our deck, with the ability to create Inkling tokens and grant bonus effects to creatures depending on their power. Felisa is a key tool in both offense and defense, continually altering the dynamics of the battlefield to our advantage. The 4th pillar of our creature lineup is Olivia Voldaren, a notorious vampire with the Voldaren bloodline. With the power to take control of our opponent's creatures and transform them into fellow vampires, she is a key component of our deck's takeover strategy. Finally, the Bloodkeeper provides a steady stream of vampire tokens while simultaneously empowering our vampire legion. Once transformed into the Lord of Lineage, the Keeper turns into a force of nature, an unstoppable tide of vampiric might. These 5 creatures are not merely cards in a deck. They are our generals, our champions, leading us to victory with every turn, every draw, every play. Together with Edgar Markov and the power of the 3 swords, they form the backbone of our strategy, a deadly dance of power, cunning, and irresistible charm. The night is dark, but our victory is clear and imminent. These optional, but highly recommended creatures can add a depth and variety to your Edgar Markov deck, allowing for more diverse strategies and responses. Indulging Patrician serves as a dual role as a solid flyer and a life gain engine that can also drain your opponent's life. Anjay's Ravager provides a consistent sort of card draw, ensuring you never run out of options during the matches. Crossaway Troublemakers is an excellent tool for redirecting potential threats away from your key creatures. Stormcrypt Captain boosts your vampires, giving your team the edge in combat and making your vampire tokens even more threatening. Blood Tracker turns life loss into a strength, allowing you to draw cards and grow stronger as the game progresses. Drama, Liberator of Malakir, is a versatile creature that strengthens your forces whenever they engage in combat, improving your board presence with each turn. Vampiric Socialite is a card that truly shines in a deck full of vampires. Her mentor ability and bonus to attacking vampires can rapidly swing games in your favor. Magrin, Thane, Dusk Apostle rewards you for doing what Edgar Markov does best, casting vampire spells. It grants you additional vampires, increasing your horde size every time you cast another of your vampire spells. Forward the Legion allows you to fetch any vampire card from your deck, while also providing a consistent buff to all your vampires whenever you cast another. Camille the Plunderer provides an effective solution to any board stall, giving your creatures menace. He ensures your vampire horde can get through your opponent's defenses. Finally, Falconwraith Gorger allows you to play your vampire cards as though they had flash, providing a vampiric strategy edge and an element of surprise to your gameplay. In our Edgar Markov deck, we've included 3 distinct cards to heighten the theme and bring a more immersive vampiric feel to your gameplay. First, we have Imposing Grandeur. This enchantment card perfectly captures the elegance and intimidating presence of the vampire aristocracy. It allows you to project an aura of dread that cripples your opponent's creatures, making them weaker and easier prey for your vampiric horde. Next, Glasscast Heart is a symbol of the vampiric immortality. This artifact allows you to take a hit, come back stronger, turning the damage you've received into increased power for your creatures. Much like a vampire rising, renewed from the coffin, you'll be able to spring back from the brink of defeat, making and overwhelming your adversaries. Lastly, the alternate art of Voldaren Estate, known as Castle Dracula, is more than just a land card. It's a testament to the grandeur and ominous allure of the vampire realms. It provides a consistent source of black mana, a crucial for empowering your deck, and its unique ability lets you transform your human creatures into vampires, emphasizing the theme of transformation inherent in vampire mythology. These cards have been carefully chosen to enhance the deck's vampiric theme, providing not just strategic advantages, but also making your gaming experience richer and more atmospheric. Together, they create a deck that is truly reflective of Edgar Markov's power and the timeless allure of the vampire's immortal existence. So that's our Edgar Markov deck. My opinion, it's a great token generating deck. It's going to go wide. It's going to put a lot of pressure on the opponents. The tribal is strong, so you're going to have life gain. You get 1/1 counters. You get 1/1 creatures. You're creating blood tokens. You're resurrecting from the grave. You're hasty. You're first striking. You're going to be doing a lot of damage. The one weakness I would say, without blue, And without green, you're not going to have a whole lot of card draw, but you're going to make up for that in a high aggro fashion with the Mardu colors we have here of white, black, and red. So just play them out, pace yourself, swing for the fences, bring them down with your vampires, and you should be able to close out the game in quick succession. I want to tell you we appreciate you tuning in for this video. And if you liked this video, please check out our Sliver deck video. It's also up on our channel. Thank you for tuning in.